let's say there's a certain ideological position, and I agree with that ideological position, but I disagree with a certain argument for that ideological position. That is a no-go here on TikTok. Not even TikTok in particular. I'm actually making this video because I saw it on Twitter. And I do think that social media has an ability to like exacerbate this issue, but this issue exists in any ideological space. Because what happened on Twitter is me and a couple other people were saying, according to all of the metrics that we currently have right now, it doesn't look like we're in a recession. Now, a recession might be looming soon, for a number of different reasons. The AI bubble might be very much real. And also the Strait of Hormuz blockade is probably not yet fully realized. And what's interesting about that is that consumer sentiment right now about the current economy and how it's currently going is actually lower than all other previously known recessions, including the Great Recession of 2008. And someone was like, well, that's because we're in a recession. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's true, actually. And then they responded, why are you defending Donald Trump's economy? I'm like, okay, first of all, I think the tariffs have been disastrous economically. I think he's a terrible leader, and I'm not supporting anything that he's doing. But like, it's crazy that it seems like it's correct, according to social media, to accept any argument that is in favor of your preferred policy position. And let's try this exercise on for size, because I think a lot of people are agreeing here without seeing what this would look like. Because there's an argument that I hear all of the time on the left that I think is a terrible argument, and yet I agree with the position. And I'm so excited for everyone in the comments to go, you Republican, I knew it. Okay, here's the argument. The singular they, them is not historically grammatically correct at all. You can use the singular they, them for an indefinite person, someone you don't know any information about. Because if someone lost their wallet, I could say someone lost their wallet. I used the they, them pronouns in there. But that's because I didn't give any information about them and we don't know any information about them. If we have met them and know them, it is very weird to use the singular they, them, and historically has never happened. And I think the argument for using the singular they, them is grammar is fully arbitrary and we can fully just change it to make people more comfortable. Who cares? But I can't push back on the historical they, them singular argument because then everyone thinks I'm a Republican and I'm against non-binary people. And I'm like, I just didn't think it was a good argument. Is that okay? And I'm not even saying this on the grounds that I'm hearing a bad argument, so I want to call out a bad argument, although that's valid too. It's that I don't want you guys walking around with these terrible arguments. It's a bad argument. And if you walked around like this and started talking to a conservative, I think it's pretty easily defeatable because it's not a very defensible position. Like, there are better ways to argue for the validity of non-binary people. Let's talk about them. But unless I'm really, really careful on couching this language and couching this conversation, people are so quick on calling me a Republican. And it's like, are you for real? The lady protesteth too much. Why do you think that you're called a Republican too much? That's probably because you are, you secret fascist. Like, whatever. The ideological spaces here in social media are completely unhelpful to political discourse. Except for me. Follow me, because I'm the only one doing it right. Follow and like for more.